Journalist Andrei Derhela joins us live from Hermanatsky in western Ukraine. Andrea, so we're hearing there are reports of overnight strikes in some parts, including Sumy, Kharkiv, and as we mentioned there, Mariupol. Is the situation on the ground getting more tense?
Yes, there have indeed been more shelling, more airstrikes reported overnight, and of course more people get injured and more buildings, mostly residential buildings, in fact, get damaged. But at the same time, I would not say that this is much more than most of these cities on the front lines of the fight have seen over the past couple of weeks. So militarily speaking, really, I wouldn't say that the situation gets much more tense with the airstrikes. However, of course, the humanitarian situation without those humanitarian corridors gets more and more dire in many cities that are blocked by the Russian troops right now, and where people don't have access to very basic utilities.
Well, speaking of those humanitarian corridors, any idea if there will be more civilian evacuations today?
As far as I understand, today there is already a corridor planned again from the city of Sumy and also from the Sumy region, so a few towns in the vicinity of the city. Again, people from there are going in the direction of Poltava to the south from Sumy, and from there they can take trains or buses or other modes of transport to the west. At the same time, yesterday late at night, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky also said in a video statement that the Ukrainian side is working on opening more corridors. So once again, from the most important cities right now, the most cities in the most dire situations, including Mariupol and Kharkiv and Chernihiv, and cities close to Kiev. But so far, no agreement has been achieved, as far as I understand, and no corridors have been announced just as of yet.
The highest level talks between Ukraine and Russia expected later today in Turkey. Are we expecting any major outcomes?
So far, it seems to me that the international community is actually more excited about these talks than the Ukrainian side. Because yesterday, Dmytro Kuleba, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, he also said in his video statement that his expectations from these talks are limited. And basically what it means is that Ukraine is going to stay firm on its demands for the Russian part to hold the fire and withdraw their troops, and also help solving the humanitarian situation, while Russia most probably is going to demand that Ukraine, among other things, recognizes the temporary occupied territories and recognizes Crimea as a part of Russia. So these demands are probably a no-go for the Ukrainian side at the moment. So I wouldn't hold my breath, but I really hope that at least these parts can get to the ceasefire much faster than the lower level talks could.
All right, thanks for that update. Andrei Derhela speaking from Hermanatsky in western Ukraine.